give us like a snapshot of, beauty packaging, past, present, and kind of where it's going, in a broad stroke?
Yeah, I mean, I think, kind of looking maybe 5 years ago and before, the primary drivers in beauty packaging were aesthetics, how it looked, how it felt, and then obviously the functional parts of it, of how it performed, and then cost, considerations. Going forward, those kind of three factors to making a decision on which packaging to go with have kind of moved into the second category. And sustainability has kind of risen to the top as like kind of a primary concern. I know that's certainly happening right now, and I think that's only going to kind of happen going forward. I think often that, while sustainability is a primary objective, those other considerations are just as important. I like to say that it's not good to make sustainable packaging decisions if it's an unsustainable business model. So making sure that we're looking at all factors when it comes to beauty packaging and making the best decision. But in terms of going forward, I think sustainability is going to be here to stay.
If there were 2 to 3 things you would want everybody in the beauty industry to know about packaging right now,
that's a good question. The first one would be the incredibly low recycling rate of all the packaging. I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions that is out there. 2, and we already kind of touched on it, would be authenticity and honesty win in the long run. And any greenwashing or misleading of customers about how sustainable the packaging is that you're putting it, that you're using, is obviously detrimental to the world and the environment. But there's also going to be a cost to that in terms of customer loyalty and trust. And so I'm challenging the beauty industry constantly, and when it comes to packaging, is just to be more forthright, like be more honest about what's actually going to be happening here. How to Label is a great group. They're connected to Green Blue, and we're a part of the Sustainable Packaging Coalition. And but it's a way that it's basically a systematized way of labeling packaging that's more accurate. And so if something isn't, it's How to Label or How to Recycle. It's one of those. I'll get the link, and maybe you can add it to this later. But that's it. It's so like, instead of saying that, a mono-material tube is recyclable, so just toss it in your curbside bin, it says, check locally, or it'll just tell you, throw this item away, which is probably the better way to do it. Yeah, I'm looking at the next 50 years, being a part of a legacy business. I'm like, how is PPC going to be a part of the solution? And so I love to donate and volunteer a lot of my time to help brands craft a strategy forward. And if PPC can be the company to supply those solutions, great. If we can't, for whatever reason, whether it's quantities or timelines or cost or whatever, then I'll connect that brand founder or whoever it is with the manufacturers or with the other companies that can supply their needs. So I'm here to help. I'm a free consultant or resource, as you kind of want to see it. I'll give as much time as I can. So if you just want to, go to our website and fill out the form, or send me an email, or find me on LinkedIn, I'd be more than happy to talk to anyone that wants to help be a part of this fun journey to become more sustainable.